Okay, before the video even starts, it's stupid as shit. It's stupid as shit to do. Don't fucking do it. If you're looking for a good high, go smoke some weed or something. Legally. Not underage or anything. Because it's literally just fucking nightmare fuel. Like, there's nothing fun about it. And it's guaranteed. Like, you're not gonna have fun no matter what. Like, it's just fucking horrible. Don't do it, please. Anyways, this is for educational reasons only. So people know what it's like without having to do it. So don't do it. Alright, so this is my first trip report. Where I did 800 milligrams of diphenhydramine, DPH. I took 30 25 milligram Benadryls at school. So this was not my first time doing it, but this is my first trip report. This was my third time actually doing it, and I did it at school. So I went to school. I did my West block. I went there, and then first block, right? Or not my first block either. My second block. I'm there with my friend named Zane. He's gonna basically be watching me throughout the day, making sure I'm where I'm supposed to be, just things like that, you know, talking to me like, hey, how's it going? How you feeling? What are you feeling? You good? All that. And yeah, we're just chilling there. I take 10, and then I ended up taking 5 more because nothing was really happening. I was barely even tired. So I was like, oh, fuck, this ain't gonna do shit. I was very wrong in the long run. From the 15, nah. But in the long run, yeah. So nothing happened that entire class. I seen like a little basketball in like the peripheral of my vision. Like, let's say it would be like up here, and then I'll look up at it. Gone. What the fuck? You know, but I'm straight. I don't know. That ain't that bad. Next class comes around. Now I'm in my third block, which is civics. I'm with my friends Josh, Cameron, and Bryson. They fuck around too much. And I was worried that they would. But I told them, I was like, whenever I take the rest of these, do not fuck with me. Dude, please, like, genuinely, bro. Like, this is some serious shit. This ain't fucking acid or nothing. This is somewhere. Yeah, this is some serious shit. And so they're like, I did not believe them. But, I took 5 more, and then I fucking pussy. Because either way, I plan on doing the rest of them. Peer pressure 101. Nah, I'm just playing. It really wasn't, because either way I was going to do them. And they're like, just do the rest of them, go ahead. And so I'm like, alright, take 10 more. Down. This dude brought me a drink, too, to do it. And I already got a drink from someone else to do it. Double up. You know what I'm saying? I was happy as shit about that. But anyways. Well, yeah, I'm chilling. Nothing's really happening. But within, like, 5-10 minutes, I'm sitting there and, like, my stomach's just, like, it's like my insides are like just sad, like they're depressed, kind of like whenever if you get like depressed, you know, you just lay in bed for like fucking days and don't do shit. Yeah, it was like they was lazy. They just like this felt like dog shit. I felt like absolute shit. I felt horrible, like uncomfortable, just groggy. But anyways. Yeah, so that starts happening. I'm like, I just need to go calm down in the bathroom. So I'm like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And I kind of was like, not like that. You know, she can make out what I was saying. But it was just like, you know, can I go to the bathroom? She's like, yep, grab the pass. I go out, go to the bathroom, couldn't piss. So I'm just chilling in there for a minute. I'm like, yeah, put myself together and shit. I'm like, come on, you gotta lock in, dude. We're in school. This is the most I've ever done, and we're in school. So yeah, I go back to class. I'm sitting there at the door. You can see like the little window of the door. I'm looking in there. No one's even looking. So I was like, maybe I'm just doing it lighter than I think. You know, maybe I'm just like, so I'm like, alright. Why is no one looking? Then Josh looks at me and he's just like, confused. He's because I'm like looking at him and he's just looking at me through the window, like the crack of the fucking window of the door, and here's what he's seeing, and I'm just seeing him over here, and then I'm just sitting there like, and I'm just still sitting there. That's how he described it the whole time. And then like a zombie. And then I'm just like, they opened the door. I did that about like 5 times. They opened the door finally, and he was like, dude, why wasn't you knocking? And I was like, I was. I did like 5 times. Why wouldn't you let me in? And he's like, no, bro, you did not knock. And I'm like, oh shit, it's setting in, you know? Type shit. But I was fully convinced that I did. I felt the nubs of my fucking knuckles. I felt it. I heard it loud as day. I heard it. And even that last time I went boom, boom, boom. I felt it. But after that time they did open it, so I don't know. But the teacher never even opened it. So I'm assuming I just didn't do it. But anyways, yeah, that happens. I'm in class. They're like, dude, you're tweaking. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, I was like, yeah, that's gonna fucking happen. And then, they end up asking, like, hey, can we go outside into, like, the hallway and work? And, you know, they asked me, like, Bentley, you want to go out too? And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, yeah. And so then they kept asking me. I don't even know if I was actually talking, but the last time I remember, yeah, I did talk, at least the last time. But we go out into the hallway, you know, we're just chilling, and, you know, I'm sitting there with my head down because I'm low-key getting tired and groggy as fuck. I just feel sick to my stomach, just like, it's like, it's so hard to describe that feeling. But anyways, I'm sitting there like this, you know, and I'm looking at the floor. And you know, like, them school floors? Like, not like carpet, but like the hard floor. How, like, it's got, like, almost like little dashes of paint all over this place. It's, like, usually tan, white, and, like, a weirdish reddish. It's, like, granite type shit. And so, it would, like, glitch. But whenever this shit glitches, let's say it's, like, a straight thing of paint right here. A spot will go, like, and then it'll kind of, like, right? So I'm like, oh shit. Maybe they wasn't lying. You know, I'm looking at the floor and I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Not nothing unusual though. So I'm straight. I just feel really bad. Then I look up at the walls and I see these things on the walls. They're like worms but transparent. And then they're like, and they'll kind of like move closer to you and shit. And they just go like this. It's scary as fuck. But yeah, they sit there and they're, you know, or whatever. And so I'm like, alright, we straight. Nah, I've seen this in like visual videos. We straight. Never did I ever see that before though. And so yeah, nothing crazy. You know, that's happening. I put my head back down and they kept waking me up. Not even waking me up. I never ended up being able to fall asleep. I was restless as fuck. But they kept saying like, yo, you good? You look like shit. And I was like, yeah, it's normal. It's like normal. Put my head back down. And it took me like 10 seconds to get the words I was thinking out. And it was like very short sentences. Like I compacted it as much as possible. I would think of like a whole sentence in my head. And then it would just come out as like 3 words. You know? And I would just like imagine closing up like your throat where you usually talk. And then trying to talk. So like, just, you know, it just don't come out. It's like you could try, it's just like, until you get it out, which is usually like 10 seconds later, at least for me. And I'm like, yeah, because they keep asking if I'm good. They kept asking, dude, that irritates me a lot. You know, I'm just sitting there, they're like, are you good? Because they've never done it. So I'm like, yes, dude, I'm fine. It's gonna happen. I look like dog shit. I know. I feel like dog shit. I know how I look and feel dog shit. You ain't gotta let me know this. If I need help, I'll tell you I need fucking help. I'll be like, help. You know? Oh, yeah, my first time on the bus. That's gonna be another video. The za. First time. But anyways, yeah. That happens. They put water in my Dr. Perky. And they tried to give it to me, and I'm like, no, it's gonna taste weird. And I'm just like, And they kept trying to give it to me, and I'm just like, nah. And I was like, dude, it's just fucking water. And I was like, no, you put something else in it. Now, not like poison or nothing. I'm not going to like fucking psychosis or some shit. I'm just like, I don't know. They fuck around too much. So I thought they put something else in it. Like fucking piss or something. I don't even know. I think I did actually think that they put fucking piss in it. Anyways, we're chilling out there. That's all that really happens. We go to lunch after that. which I got lunch with all the people in the 200, including Zane. Zane just kind of checks up on me and is like, "Yep, how you doing? Any updates? How you feel?" I told him the best I could, basically, like right now. I look at like the walls, nothing's really happening until I see like a bug going up like the building's wall. And I look, and then I go, "Is that real?" I look up, back down. It was real. R.I.P. But anyways, after that, we are in 4th block. This is where shit got real twisted, twin. So I'm sitting there. They moved. I have my girlfriend in that class. We used to sit together. They moved everyone to their separate tables. Like, all throughout. By the way, yeah, this is in the media center because we had a virtual teacher. So we had to do it in the media center, which is like the library. Right? And so I'm like, damn, this is going to be bad. It's quiet as fuck. Everyone's all like widely separated too. No one's talking. So I'm just sitting there with my head down. Pick my head up. Weird ass things on the wall. Them worms. Big as fuck, dude. Because, you know, it's a big room. It's the library. Let me tell you, bro. Them bitches were huge, bro. They were like fucking... Not like that, but they was like this big as fuck on the wall, dude. And then like little dots going... Like almost like bugs flying around. And then, it's like... I think it's called like visual haze. And like... It like... looks almost like gas fumes, like some type of like dense gas floating around, and like you could see it on like the walls. Like the best way I could describe it though, go fill up like a bathtub a little bit, and then get just like a handful of like water, and then go like splash it on there, and look at the shadow it puts down on the tub floor. That's the best I can describe it, just longer. But there was also little stick ones that were like little ones, and they'd like, you know, so they'd be like, yeah, okay, that was not good, but like that, yeah, or like glitching, and then sometimes you'll see like static around them and shit. But yeah, whenever they glitch though, they go like. And then they kind of move a little bit after. Like, they can, like, grow and, like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that happens. So, now I put my head back down. It's boring as fuck. Not shit to do because I'm not doing my fucking work. I just took 30 of these bitches. What makes you think I'm about to do some work? I'm not doing no work. So, I got my head back down. I look up. Yo, what's up, Gavin? He is in that class, but he was not there. Also, I remember there being, like, 2 extra connected tables. Never was. But I see him sitting across from me. I'm like, yo, what's up, bro? We start talking and shit. You know, we laughing our asses off. It's quiet as fuck in that room. We don't care. No, we chilling. He was not there that day. And then I look up, and he's, like, I see him. And then after that, look over here. And as I look over here and I focus my eyes over here, he's gone. I'm like, what the fuck? And so then I was like, oh, I must not have even been talking then. Because it did not even feel like I talked. I don't know. And it seemed like I was talking too fluently. So I put my head back down. And I pick it back up. Yo, Zane, what's up? Hey. He's up in here, my trick sitter up in his bitch. You know what I'm talking about? And so I'm like, yo, what's up? We start talking. We're laughing and shit. My girlfriend gets up and is like, Bentley. And then I turn my head. Boom. Zane's gone. I turned my head back around. I'm like, what the fuck? I look back. There's my girlfriend sitting right there. And she's like, you're talking really loud to nobody. I'm like, oh shit. That's crazy. And whenever you see these hallucinations, they are like one-to-one to real life. That's the thing about deliriums. It puts you in a state of delirium. So the hallucinations are absolutely, there's no possible way you can tell if they're real or not. We'll get to where all the hallucinations were kind of like all the different kinds here in a minute, because they all happened at once. So yeah, I'm hearing little shits, you know, I'm hearing people talk to me, I'm seeing them talk to me, you know, I'm talking to them. At least I thought I wasn't, until my girlfriend's like, hey, you're talking to people really loud, and I'm like, oh shit. So I look up at the teachers over there, like, over there talking to each other, side on me. Yeah, you see him over there? Yeah, I think he's schizophrenic. He's fucking seeing shit. He's on shrooms. He's doing he's doing PCP. You know, over there saying whatever. He's on meth. That's what I think. I think he's on meth. I think he's been smoking that marijuana. Alright? They're over there saying some shit like that, probably. But they're both looking at me. They about to hit the fucking folder method. Yeah, I see. Yeah, he's doing that. He's doing something. You know? Like I don't know that you're looking right at me. But anyways. Yeah. So that happens. I just put my head down for the rest of class. So I guess I was talking really loud in the middle of the fucking quiet-ass, embarrassing library. Awkward as hell. So I just put my head down and shit. And then I remember, as my head was down, I had, like, my phone. That bitch vanished. I feel my pocket. After I look on, like, the ground, I feel my pocket. Shit. And I didn't even want my phone. So I'm like, why would I even grab my phone? Like, I know I'm getting caught in this class. So, like, why do I have it out? I'm in the middle of a fucking like, the library, dude. She can see me. So I didn't even want my phone, so I don't even know why I ended up pulling it out hallucinogenically. But, hey, it's whatever. Keep my head back down. Oh, shit, I'm on my phone, and I don't even know why. Just gone. The way I can describe when everything's disappear, imagine blinking without the closing your eyes part. It's like, without closing your eyes open, and then boom, it's gone. It's like everything goes black for like a millisecond, and what the fuck, you know? And then it's back in my pocket, and I never wanted to pull it out, so I just don't end up pulling it back out, because I never even did pull it out. It was all fake, you know? But Zane, my trip sitter, meets me after that class. I wait for him, and I ended up hitting my girlfriend's tote, you know what I'm saying? Tote is a vape, by the way, where I'm from. I ended up hitting her tote, and I grabbed it, I dropped it, hurried up and pick it up. He was straight, got in my sleeve. Here you go. Pass it to her, drop it, fuck. Got it again, here you go. We head out, Zane's waiting for me. We're about to leave. We're going out to where the buses are. We're supposed to wait for someone named Wyatt Morgan. He was supposed to trip me while I'm on the bus. So then, like, you know, he makes sure I get off at my fucking bus stop. But he's like, yo, come on. And I start walking, and I just stop. And I'm like, he says I look like I was really confused. And this is how he described it. I was just like, and then it took him a while to even realize I was back there. And he's like, yo, what are you doing? He's like, what? Or I'm like, what? And he's like, we gotta go. And he was like, why? And then he's just like, we gotta go find Wyatt. Come on. And I'm like, oh shit. Start walking. And he's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Just hanging. And he's like, yeah, we gotta go find Wyatt. It took him like 5 tries. But we ended up not finding him, actually, because he turned out to not be there at the end of the day, but he was there at the beginning of the day, right? So I'm like, yeah, I ended up getting on the bus. No one really fucked with me. I let some people know, like, do not fuck with me. And Zane let them know, too. Sitting up there on the bus, and this one guy's like, you chilling? He knew. And so I was like, yeah. And I just put my head against the fucking wall, and I'm like, shit, I just gotta keep my eyes on the window. We get to my stop. I get off the bus. Bam. There's my grandma. We're down the road, so we're just gonna drive down the road to my house. She asked me some question, and she described it later on as I answered it, but then I just completely changed subjects midway through the sentence. And she's like, are you alright? I'm like, yeah, I'm straight. And so we ended up going to the house. I just stayed quiet after that. Nothing much really happened. I was like, damn, it's all over. I found out real quick it's not over. I ended up going to sleep. Wake up at 6:30 p.m. I get my clothes on and shit. And I'm like, I go out there and I'm like, man, we gotta go. She's like, where? She's like, very concerned. And I'm like, we're about to miss the bus. And she's like, are you sure you're alright? I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm chilling. She's like, it's the same day. I'm like, oh, fuck. Alright, I'm cooked. But I just told her, I'm like, I just fell asleep. I woke up and I thought I was about to miss the bus. She just laughed. And I'm like, oh, yeah. So I go back to my room. I'm chilling. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a shower. So I walk up in there to the bathroom. I'm about to take a shower. There goes Zane in like the corner where my tub connects with the wall. You know, like here would be like my tub. He's like right here, just chilling there on like his phone. Then this kid I met that day in gym, and that was in the bathroom at the time of me taking those in the stall. He was sitting there on my seat. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Yo, this dude chilling in here. And I'm like, can y'all leave? And they're just chilling there. They're not saying nothing. So I go up to Zane and I'm like, can you leave? I tell you not, I tapped his shirt. I probably could have like grabbed the dude and I would have felt it, and it was so real. Like I was in there like, yo, can you please go? No, they did not. They did not even reply. So I'm like, I go out the bathroom. I'm like, hey, I went to like the living room to tell my grandma. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna take it in like 15 minutes. She's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know. Now, if you come right out my room, right here, and then you turn to the right, there is the bathroom, first thing on the right. And then if you keep going straight instead, there's the living room, right? And so I go out to the living room and I say, yeah, 15 minutes. I start walking back to my room. I look, glance in. The light was off. And there was nobody in there. And that's when it all hit me. I was like, oh, shit. See, like, even though, like, earlier even in the day, whenever I was at school, even though I picked up my head and I seen somebody, they disappear, and I put my head back down and then I see somebody, I still was like, yeah, dude, he's fucking real, man. Hell, yeah, he's real. That is a real person right in front of me. Even though it just doesn't make any sense because I should know he's not real just like the other one. But same thing happened there. I was just like, oh shit, I completely thought that they was real. I touched him and everything. He's real. So I ended up going back in there in like 10 minutes instead. And then I actually ended up hopping in the shower. Nothing's happening. You know, the walls kind of like them. Everything's a little dark. You know, it's like, you know, like little objects like my toothbrush. And then, yeah, I'm like chilling in there. And then for some reason, as I was taking a shower, I thought I was in the school locker room taking a fucking shower. And I hear my friend Brett, dude, why are you taking a shower in the locker room? And I'm just like, oh, fuck. I'm in the school locker room. How high am I? Turns out I was higher than what I fucking thought because I wasn't even actually in there. And anyways, the whole time throughout the shower, I'm sitting there trying to hurry up. I'm like, shit, dude, I'm in the fucking school locker room. God damn. Head out. Open the curtain. Peek out there. Shit, Brett's just standing right there. God damn. You know? I get out. Once I actually step out, I'm like, oh, I'm not even in the school locker room. Oh, shit. And I go back into my room. That's basically it. I mean, felt like shit. I seen like hundreds of fucking little flies in my room. My bad, my ADHD kicked in. But anyways, yeah, I seen like little flies. That was about it. And then I went to bed. Oh, yeah. But then the next day, the next day, kid had a fucking seizure. And I just went up to him and I was like giving him advice, and I was just kind of like standing over this dude. Like, it looked so fucked up, dude. I feel so embarrassed because it looked like I was just like standing over the dude. That's not what I was trying to do. But anyway, before that, the next day after taking him on the bus, I'm sitting as close to the wall as you can. I'm chilling here on like my phone. I'm up against the wall. And I'm showing like Cash a video, my friend Cash. And then I realized he's not even there. What the fuck? And I showed him a video that was like, why would I even think to show Cash this shit? Right? And then I'm just chilling there like 5-10 minutes later. He goes, Zane, look at this. I didn't even look at the video before I showed him. But I was showing him. He's not even there. Bam. I still see flickering lights to this day. Not like, just like, and like maybe like an hour later. You know what I'm saying? Or it's actually just real because it's only in like 1 or 2 classrooms. I must be a tweaker, even sober, I guess. But anyways, that's my trip report of 800 milligrams of diphenhydramine, DPH. Took 30 Benadryls. Oh yeah, also, this is for educational reasons only. Only for educational reasons. Do not try this. I will say this over and over again. Do not try this shit. It is not good. And it's horrible. It's like guaranteed a horrible fucking trip. It's bad as fuck. Do not do it. This is for like educational reasons so people don't have to do it to know what it's like. You know? Don't do it. It's stupid. Look up any triple. Don't do it. Stupid. Don't. Or else.